How's it going, everybody? It's PMdre back with another video, and welcome to today's Sunday lecture, and we're going to be talking about protein blends. So for the past few weeks, we've been talking about different types of proteins, so I'm going to break down this review into 3 parts. So number 1, we're going to be talking about the costs, number 2, the benefits, and number 3, my recommendation. So the first thing about cost, when you buy a protein blend, they tend to be a lot cheaper than the isolates, the hydro wheys, and also different types of caseins where you can find whether it's micellar casein or maybe hydrolyzed casein. So just keep this in mind. If you're looking for something that is cost effective and also at the same time you don't have to break the bank too much, then a protein blend might be something you might want to look into. So number 2, the effectiveness. So protein blends actually work very, very well. And if there was one that was actually really worked well for me, was actually the Cross Fuel, the one that I did a review on a while back. But right now, currently, I'm going to be honest that I'm using an isolate. But protein blends are probably some of the best you can actually get. And the reason being is, let's talk about protein synthesis. So the longer you can carry out this particular process, the more chance you have of building more muscle. So when you take an isolate, for example, isolate tends to really spike up protein synthesis and then it comes down. Like we said, it usually stays within the bloodstream between 60 to 90 minutes. But when you get a protein blend now, let's say you have something that has isolate in it, and then you have something that might have a particular type of casein. Let's say micellar casein in it. That means you can actually have a longer period of time where you'll have protein synthesis. So instead of having the 60 to 90 minutes, you could possibly have between 90 to maybe 120 or even more. Like I said, between that range of 3 to 4 hours that you're getting from the casein, and then after that hour to let's say hour and a half that you get from the isolate. So you actually have a better chance of actually maximizing your muscle gains with a blend. You heard it. You have a better chance of maximizing your muscle gains with a blend. Just sticking with a particular type of protein, like just that one, it kind of corners you or puts you in a position of saying, okay, well, you know what? If I get an isolate, I know I'm going to get it for this period of time. But if I get a casein, it tends to work over a certain period of time, but it won't spike as far as protein synthesis in that way. So when you put the two together, like an isolate or a particular type of casein, then you have a winning formula. But again, the issue is finding products that are actually really good that blend in these particular types of protein. And number 3, my recommendation. So as far as recommendation is concerned, you want to make sure that you take something that works right for you. So for example, a lot of people may not be able to digest casein that well. So it may not be the best option for them. Same thing as it goes for isolates. So maybe you may not like isolates, maybe it could be the taste. As we said with the hydrolyzed whey, it is really good for people to have issues as far as digesting whey protein. So a hydrolyzed whey can be very, very helpful in that sense. So when you're thinking about what kind of types of proteins that you want to use as far as you maximizing your gains in the gym, or just maybe staying lean or healthy overall, weigh out these factors that we went over in the past month with all of these videos focused on protein, and hopefully that can help you out. In my experience and what I feel works best for me, again, I've tried blends and I've had a really great time using them. But at the same time, I just couldn't find one that can match the taste of the isolate that I'm currently using. So right now, again, I'm using isolate, but I always follow up with the actual meal right after. So I'm still getting something that absorbs slowly, along with something that gets into my bloodstream quickly so we can start the muscle building process. So thank you guys for checking out the Sunday lecture focused on protein. I hope you guys found it very informative, and there'll be one more lecture before the end of the year. So you guys are probably gonna have to guess what that might be. Or you know what? Let me see if I can surprise you guys. So you know what we do here on the PMdre Fitness channel. Don't forget to share. That's right. Tell everybody that you know, that I don't know, that you watch my channel. Like. That's right. Like. Comment. And subscribe. If you like this video and you want to see more, then subscribe to my channel. Like, subscribe right now. And I'll catch y'all later.